Yo, Trojan family, what's up? Welcome back to the USC LAFB show here on the LAFB network. As always, I'm your host, Ryan Dyrud. Thank you for always making this a part of your day. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Certainly helps us out a ton as we continue to grow. Let's talk about the big uglies, shall we? The big fellas up front in the trenches, arguably one of the most important recruiting positions in college football. Coach Zach Hansen's room, and three premier offensive linemen just picked up offers from USC. It's a position we haven't talked a ton about. There hasn't been a ton of, big names thrown around for USC. I think there's been a lot of good prospects. We have talked about a few. I love the Roper kid out of Colorado. A few others. There's some here close to home out of Olu that USC has offered and are pursuing. So certainly making headway. I think they'll certainly get some good players. I've said on my prediction, my roster projection, I kind of expect USC to take 3 to 4 offensive linemen total in this class. I think 4 is what I put it at. 4 total is what I put it at. So, we'll start seeing some movement here in the trenches, but 3 more offers come in now, and I like all 3 of them. First one we'll talk about, Drew Fielder, out of Servite right here in California. So local kid, he's committed to Oregon right now, committed back at the beginning of this month. So not too long ago. And he is a 6'6", 270-pound offensive tackle. Rivals Industry has him as a 4-star, 24th ranked offensive tackle in the class and the 284th player nationally. Looks like, based on his Rivals photo, does some wrestling as well. Ooh, that'd be a terrifying guy to go against wrestling at 6'6", 270 clip. Big fella in the ring there. But I think this is one to watch. We saw USC last season able to flip, obviously not on the offensive line, but able to flip Tom Tapui, local kid who was committed to Oregon. It was a little bit earlier, kind of right after the junior day when they got him to flip, but he was committed to Oregon, local kid, ultimately got him to flip to USC. So this could have a similar flavor if it's someone they truly want to continue to go after. And I think he could be one of the headliners in their tackle class. Love that he's a local prospect. I still, for my, I don't want to say money, but for my ranking, I think Jackson Roper, probably more of a guard. Could play tackle, but he's at 6'4", so probably more of a guard. But if they see him as a tackle, that's like my number one kind of guy in that kind of offensive line. But pure height-wise, I think Fielder would be my lead for tackle kind of at this moment right now. Next offer that came in, Isaiah Bertola out of the great state of Hawaii. Another offensive tackle, 6'5", 295, a 3-star industry ranking, 4-star from Rivals. He is the 29th ranked offensive tackle in the class, so just a little lower ranked than Fielder that we just talked about. But another really, really solid prospect, uncommitted right now. So, you got not as difficult of a, flip battle, if you will, considering he is still not committed. But I think this is the big difference here. USC, he says, was the school he's been waiting for. This is one of his dream schools. You love to hear that from kids. Like when you can make an offer and you don't have to do, again, this is about relationships. There's going to be some salesmanship in this, especially when NIL is coming into play and when you're one of the top prospects and you have all these big logo brand schools coming at you, offering everything in the sun to you. There's going to be some salesmanship there. But when you go after a kid and they tell you, oh man, I've been waiting for this offer. This is my dream school. That's what you want to hear. And that's not because you don't have to work hard for it, but it's like, okay, this is someone that truly wants to be here. Not saying that other guys don't, but there might be some doubt. There might be some like, oh man, but do I really want to go here? When there's a kid that's just like, hey, this is my dream. Like, I've been waiting for you to offer me. I think that speaks volume. He's told Rivals earlier today, I just got offered by USC earlier today, and I'm very excited about it. This is the one I've been waiting on because I love what they got going on at USC right now. I actually have family out there not far from the school, so I'm definitely going to take an official visit. I've developed a good relationship with Coach Hansen, and I've always liked USC, so this is big for me. I think that quote speaks volumes that If USC wants to follow through and lock down Bertola, I think it's in their court to do so. As of right now, he only has 2 official visits scheduled. He's going to Cal on June 5th and BYU on June 19th. Some other schools that he could be visiting: Duke, Penn State, UCLA, Washington. I love this little thing he said. He said he could visit UCLA while in town to check out USC. So, passing by, I'm here to see USC, but yeah, I'll pass by Westwood and get some free meals out of it. Thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, it wasn't a quote. That was more of a paraphrase, but you catch my drift. So USC clearly up front for Bertola, if that's someone they want. Again, haven't watched a ton of film on him yet, but, do love the size, 6'5", 295, coming out of Hawaii, a top 30 offensive tackle in the class. Could be a really nice get if USC can close this thing down. And finally, offer another committed prospect, Luis Esposito, out of Saline, Michigan. He is committed to his in-state school of Michigan. He is the 60th ranked interior offensive lineman, standing at 6'4", 255, 3-star prospect. So joins a bevy of interior guys USC have offered. When you talk about Jackson Roper, Lincoln Maggio, Lucas Roa, Reese Russell, those are all these kind of interior guys that they've been offering, and he kind of joins that list, while the other 2 guys I talked about were more of the offensive tackle type size, a little bit more height that they can give you. So Luis Esposito is one of those guys that is climbing, I think, within the recruiting ranks. Don't let the 3-star 60th rank fool you. His offers keep rolling in, which, remember, is always what I talk about. Look at the offer sheet. Don't look at necessarily the stars of these services. Those are a nice going off of, but look at the offer sheet. And, his continues to grow. It's not like massive yet, but it does seem like it's picking up lately, and USC is now one of the latest ones to jump on that and get an offer in there to see if potentially they can flip him from his in-state school of Michigan. So, little offensive line talk for you. Keep you posted on anything else I hear. Again, 3 to 4 commitments is what the expectation is. We'll see if there's any that commit before these official visits commence. Certainly there will be guys coming out for spring practices, which begin next week, March 3rd, Tuesday. I will be there on USC's campus. Can't wait. So we'll see if any of these offensive line prospects, plus any others, are on campus during the spring, which obviously I'll bring you the latest and greatest right here on the USC LAFB YouTube channel. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe so you're always in the know. Check out our message board at LAFBnetwork.com for a little easier to digest if you want to listen to me talk for 7 to 12 minutes every single day. We'll have information there that you can digest easily, but if not, I'm here all day, every day, and it's all because of you. I appreciate you. As always, family. Fight on. What's up, Trojan family? Got to tell you about a quick update from our friends over at Sleeper. Remember, they're the #1 sports app and absolutely fantastic for fantasy and daily fantasy, but they've just added a fantastic new features, and they've launched team picks. So now you can choose winners of each game out there, whether it's NBA, MLB. I know football's over. It's coming back soon. Don't worry. NHL, all those. And you just pick the team winner of each of those games. So here in Los Angeles, Lakers, whoever they're playing next. Do you pick the Lakers? Do you pick their opponent? Dodgers season just around the corner. Are you picking the Dodgers or are you picking their opponent? It's that easy, it's that simple, and it's that much fun. So aside from fantasy, aside from the daily fantasy pick'em, now you can do the team picks that they just launched. So download the Sleeper app today, #1 sports app. Go and check it out and have a ton of fun, and make sure to keep it right here at USC LAFB.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.